Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of The Fight Guys. I am Fernando Pimentel for BehindTheGloves.com, Cynthia Conti with Cynthia Conti and IFL, Steven Cordeño for KR and Ring TV. Obviously, to my left, you see Bob Arum, the Bob Father, everybody calls him. The legend himself. Let's talk about this big expansion that's going on with Top Rank and ESPN. Obviously, you already did Jeff Horn versus Manny Pacquiao on there. You're doing VASYL LOMACHENKO versus Miguel MARRIAga on Saturday, and in 2 weeks from now, you're going to be doing Terrence Crawford versus Ndongo. Talk to us about the expansion of boxing and what you're trying to do with this basically partnership.
The idea that we've come up with and we've convinced ESPN is that boxing is a major sport. And the way that you demonstrate that it's a major sport is you offer it to the public for free so that people don't have to have a subscription to a premium network, which is a relatively small number of people. You put the fights on a regular basis on ESPN, and people, whether at home or if they want to go out, bars and restaurants, can watch the fight. And that's how you build awareness. It's the same principle as the major leagues have done, whether it's football or NBA or Major League Baseball. Those events are offered free to the people on television, and therefore more and more people watch it, more people bet on it, and it becomes again a major sport. And that's what we're doing on ESPN, and that's what we hope you'll see. Regular programming, you'll see hopefully the best fights, you'll see the fights that aren't televised, streaming. Everybody is going to have the opportunity now to watch boxing, to watch it for free, to watch the best boxing. And believe me, at the water coolers on Monday in the offices, they'll be talking about boxing.
I want to ask, Bob, because you said earlier that you do make more money doing a pay-per-view with, say, $50, $60, selling 100,000, but you don't expand the sport. So is it difficult to get these big fighters? I mean, Lomachenko, Crawford are easily in the top 4, top 3 pound for pound. Was it difficult to get them to understand that this is a good trade-off?
The truth is that it wasn't the fighters' fault that you went to these pay-per-view shows. It was because premium television had limited number of dates, limited budgets, so they force you to go on pay-per-view because they didn't have to pay for it. But the problem was that you got smaller and smaller audiences. Now this fight we'll have at home probably 1.5 million, maybe 2 million people viewing it. That's unbelievable. Plus all the millions of people watching it in bars around the country. That's good for boxing. If we did this fight on pay-per-view, or maybe not this fight, if we did, let's say, Crawford and Ndongo on pay-per-view, we'd be lucky to do 100,000. We'd make some money, but nobody will have seen it.
All right. Well, today was a big boxing day. I mean, besides your presser. Vladimir Klitschko retired.
Right.
Did you see that coming, or were you expecting a rematch?
I'm happy that he retired. I know that he's a competitor and he wanted the rematch, but listen, he has a lot to offer. He has a PhD, and he's going to have a great career after boxing. He was great for the sport. I think he did the right thing before he risked any kind of brain damage.
There was something you said at the presser when it was regarding Marriaga and Valdez, that they fought as warriors, and he lost. Even though he lost, he still was courageous. It was a great win on both ends, regardless.
Look what the UFC has done.
Yeah.
And we got to look, because it's become very popular. Guy loses, but he loses great, you bring him back.
Yeah.
So you have guys fighting with 5 and 6 losses.
Yeah.
Right? Here in boxing, guy loses and you know Espinoza or Peter Nelson don't want to know his name.
They're ashamed.
All right, I gotta go.
I'd like to thank you for your time, Bob.
Make sure you
Thank you very
guys-
much.
The Bob Father.
As you guys saw, we had Bob Arum with us.
Yes.
He gave us a couple of what's going on, just so you guys can know what's going on with this expansion between boxing and ESPN. I honestly did like what he said. I did enjoy the fact that he's trying to make people more aware of it and put
Make
boxing
L's
as-
cool.
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
make L's great again, like the UFC, like basically Anderson,
is
like
cool.
like you, Tino, our cameraman. Tino, our cameraman, he likes UFC a lot. Anderson Silva, when he lost, he came back, still got names. Who was the other guy? The guy who just fought Cormier, not Jones.
was gonna say-
Anthony Rumble Johnson. So many losses, and yet he was still entertaining when he came back.
There's still love,
Fedor
regardless.
Emelianenko, people still love
After
watching
Cormier
him,
cried, he
even though he
still
lost to Henderson and so many others. So we'll see how it
That's on
works.
my live stream over there.
Yeah, no, you're messing with that up. So we'd like to thank you guys for your time. Tune in next time for the fight, guys.
And the fight, remember.
We'll be here, Lomachenko, and we'll give you more
Covering
stuff then. So
All right, bye guys.
Appreciate it.
Cynthia
Thanks,
Conti
guys.
for Ring TV.
KO Artist Sports on YouTube.
and Fernando Pimentel from
Marcos
BehindTheGloves.com.
Villegas, right here.